First off, Cowboys traveling to Tennessee Thursday Night Football. We're both going to take the Cowboys. First of all, they're a better football team. They're a little bit more healthy right now. The offensive line is getting healthy. The Titans are banged up, so they're missing Tannehill for the rest of the season. So they're going to go with Malik Willis, who I think, again, is 1.5 to 2 years out from being competitive as a starter. Offensive line's beat up. Receiving core's beat up. Secondary's beat up. So the Cowboys are a healthier, better team. I think they win going on the road in Tennessee.
Yeah, I think so too. Tennessee, we were talking about it a little bit earlier. They kind of have lost their way from what they do really well. And the Cowboys, they do have that nice 1-2 punch that they can hit you with Zeke and Tony Pollard. Even though Zeke isn't, up to
he's
what he's
still
being
a good
paid.
back. Still a good back.
He's just a little bit overpaid.
Yeah.
A lot of it overpaid.
Yeah. The 1-2 punch, though, is good.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys over the Titans and a struggling Tennessee.
Right. All right, let's go with the New Orleans Saints at the Eagles. We're both going to take the Eagles. They're a better football team. I don't know who I'm getting a quarterback. Is it Andy Dalton or Taysom Hill? Doesn't matter. Neither of them are very good. Even if Minshew starts for the Eagles, I'll take the Eagles at home to win over the Saints.
Yeah, I was going to say either of the quarterbacks that start in New Orleans, don't like it. Either of the two quarterbacks that start for Philadelphia,
Like it.
I like it. Gardner Minshew's a gamer. He gives me a lot of Taylor Heineke vibes.
Yeah, Taylor Heineke. I think he's
just
about on the same level as Taylor Heineke. He might be a little bit better even.
He's just very chippy, very competitive,
Yeah.
ultra competitive. Comes in, wins games. So, yeah.
I've done this before, but if you look at his stats and Baker's stats, they're the same quarterback. They
Yeah.
both went to, Gardner Minshew went with under Mike Leach.
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley started his coaching from Mike Leach. They're very, very similar systems. In college, very similar systems, very similar numbers. In the pros, very similar numbers. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. I've done that before. I'll have to do that again sometime.
Yeah, if you want to find that, that's on our Instagram. You just have to
It's
scroll for a
it's
while.
down there, but I do remember doing it, yeah.
Yep.
Let's go with the Browns at the Commanders. You'll take the Browns. I'm guessing, hoping Deshaun Watson comes out of his slump. I'll take the Commanders because it's a better overall team. I don't feel great about it. I think their defense is clicking, though, so I'll go with the Commanders.
Yeah, I don't feel good about taking the Browns either. I feel like this is one of those toss-up games. I think we have another one of these coming up.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, I mean the Browns have a running game. They have good backs, and that's really all I can hang my hat on because we haven't seen much upside with Deshaun. So that looks like a miss too.
Well,
Not a miss for us, but just a miss for the Browns.
Yeah, miss for the Browns. We kind of guessed this. He was out of football for so long.
It's so hard. We take 2 weeks off the podcast, and you
different.
come back,
It's
and you have to get back into it. You have to get the flow back.
Right.
Let alone 2 years out of the most competitive league in all of sports in the United States, in the NFL.
Let's go with the Panthers at the Bucks. We'll both take the Bucks here. I thought about the Panthers, but it's in Tampa Bay, so that's why I'm going to go with the Bucks.
Yeah.
At home, they've been a much better team than on the road, so I'll bank on that, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take Tom Brady over Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
It's just I don't fully trust Brady at this point. I've seen a lot of bad from Tampa, and he's fed up. You can just tell he's done with that system.
Yeah.
But against the Panthers, who's such an inferior opponent to Tom at least, maybe not to the team as a whole, I'm going to go with Tampa.
Let's go with the Browns of the Lions, Bears of the Lions. We'll both take the Lions.
Yeah.
They're a better football team. I think the Bears at this point probably packing up for the year, hoping to see maybe they can get that top pick.
Better coach.
Yeah.
Better quarterback. More consistent quarterback, I guess.
Consistent quarterback.
Not as high of a ceiling, but
right.
Consistent.
Right now he's a better quarterback. Jared Goff's a better quarterback than Fields right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a really good pass rush. Really
good nice pass rush. Good weapons. So yeah, the Lions are better at pretty much every phase.
Yeah, we don't pick the Bears too much this season on the show.
All right, let's go with the Cardinals at the Falcons. We're split on this one. You'll take the Cardinals. I'll go ahead and take the Falcons. Being at home, I think they're going to be able to run the football. The front seven for Arizona is relatively weak, so I think you're going to be able to run the football. And I'll take the Falcons to run the football. Arizona will fall behind. Playing from behind with a backup Trace McSorley is not their game, so I'll take the Falcons in a close one.
Yeah, this game does not. I don't feel good about taking the Cardinals in any stretch. Not having Kyler.
I think it's Trace McSorley starting.
Yeah, so.
But it's Desmond Ridder on the other
Trace.
side, so that's not good either.
The thing is, Arizona has the weapons. They just don't have anybody to distribute the ball to those weapons.
No,
even
I don't like their
Kyler
coach.
can't throw all that way. He's
okay,
a pretty good passer, but by no means is he elite.
No.
So, I don't know.
I don't like their coach either.
I don't like Atlanta. I never bet Atlanta, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Cardinals.
Fair. All right, Dolphins at the Patriots. You'll go ahead and take the Dolphins. I'm going to take the Patriots at home. They're actually getting 2.5 points. That's interesting for betting. For me, I wouldn't really touch the game. But either way, the Patriots at home, it's going to be cold weather. We know how Tua does in cold weather, although he did play well at Buffalo. But once the snow started, it went downhill. So I'll take the Patriots at home in the cold over the Dolphins. What do you think?
I'll go Dolphins just because I like their weapons and I like they have the ability to pop at any point in the game.
That's fair.
They have the big playability. I don't think that New England really has that. I'm not a big fan of Mac Jones. I like Tua more than Mac Jones.
Slightly, yeah.
So I'll roll with Miami.
All right, Broncos at the Chiefs. We'll both take the Chiefs. Broncos suck.
Yeah, that's fairly easy.
They're not very good. Jaguars at Texans. Once again, we'll take the Jags. Even if it's in Houston, I don't care. Jacksonville actually only laying 4 points is a good bet. We like that. Next one, we got the Colts at the Giants. We're both going to take the Giants here. I mean, the Colts are I will say it's an interesting matchup between their defense and Daniel Jones. Can they force him into some turnovers? Because if so, it could go sideways for New York. But I'll take New York to run the football. Their front seven will probably control the line of scrimmage, so I'll take the Giants close.
Yeah, I like that. There's not much you can hang your hat on in Indianapolis. The Colts are just an absolute tire fire. So,
Niners at the Raiders. I think the Raiders now being eliminated are going to take a step back. They're going to the motivation's just not really there. It's a very emotional team with Carr at the helm too, so they probably feed off some of that. And without there really being a chance to make the playoffs, I think they kind of take a step down. Niners win relatively easily.
Oh, quite handily. Yeah, they have the best defense, and I mean their offensive weapons are nothing to play with. So
yeah, Jets at the Seahawks. Seahawks have had a very tough last month and a half.
Been a bit of a roller coaster.
Well, Geno's getting exposed when he doesn't have a running game and when he can't throw off play action as easily. This is what happens, and I think that's going to be the same here. You can basically take DK Metcalf out of the game because Sauce Gardner's going to be on him. So who's he going to throw to? And Kenneth Walker is either hurt or still banged up, so the running game's not going to be as good.
Yeah.
I'll take the Jets.
Yeah, Jets. I don't like banking on the Jets. I don't exactly like what they're doing over there, but against the Seattle.
Right. Let's go with the Vikings at the Packers. So the Vikings have been playing every game close. Now they've been winning a lot of them, but I worry about going on the road to Lambeau.
Yeah.
Can they win one of those close games? Because think about, and it's not going to be prime time, but it is going to be getting into like nighttime territory. So it starts at 4:25, and so by the time you're getting in the fourth quarter, that's a dark football game.
Feels like a primetime game.
Feels like a primetime game, getting rowdy. And last time that they played a primetime game at night, they got trounced by Dallas. I think that was a 4:25 game, and then when they went to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So going to Philly, it's going to feel very, very similar in the cold Lambeau tundra. So I will take the Packers to win by about a field goal. You're taking the Vikings. You feel good about it?
I like the Vikings. I don't feel good about it because I know how Kirk tends to shrink in big games. But
Right.
I do think this is a very big defining moment for the season for Minnesota, right?
Yeah,
Because
they could put a stamp on it and Green Bay's chances at playoffs.
right. So
Yeah.
this is a big game. You need to hold Green Bay out of the playoffs if you're Minnesota, just for pure looks. Your division rival. For sure. You haven't been able to beat them for how many years? So I think the Vikings, I don't love
Barely.
the pick, but I like the Vikings.
All right. Rams at the Chargers. We'll both take the Chargers here. They're a better football team.
The Rams are just, there's not much to say on
Rams
that
aren't
one.
very good. The defense is starting to play a little bit better, but I don't think that's going to
Their
really
offense
have
is
much
still
effect.
spiraling.
Yeah, it's not very good. I know they scored 51 points, but that's one of those games where it's like you don't take a whole lot from that.
Well, when the ball is given to you on the 25 every single time, I mean, they had 3 drives that started within the 30.
Yeah, so that's what you'll get. All right, Steelers at the Ravens. We're both going to take the Ravens. I like the Steelers. I think they're a very good football team, and I know that they outplayed the Ravens last time they played them, but then 3 red zone interceptions from Mitch, and I know Kenny's playing, but that's a tough spot on the road, prime time for a rookie quarterback.
Oh.
So I will take the Ravens slightly. I don't feel good. This is going to be an ugly football game, I think. This is another like 16-13 type of game.
Yeah.
But I'll take the Ravens by that 3 margin.
Yeah, I like the Ravens too. I was looking for something to pick the Steelers and just something to like give a little bit of hope for Pittsburgh. Nothing. Kenny Pickett going into a hostile environment in Baltimore.
Yeah.
He hasn't played there yet, let alone late season.
Yeah, he hasn't played there yet. Well,
so there's not a lot of things that line up to make you take the Steelers.
yeah. All right, let's go with the Bills at the Bengals. You'll take the Bills. I'll go with the Bengals at home.
Game of the week.
Game of the week easily. Cannot wait to watch it. That's the Monday night game. I don't know how I feel about it. Like I said, I'll take the Bengals because they're at home, and Joe Burrow, his precision, his accuracy is going to kind of expose what I think is a relatively overrated and weak secondary in Buffalo. But we'll see. Maybe I'm crazy. You're taking Buffalo. Why?
Josh Allen, the Josh Allen effect, and what happens when he can turn it on. I mean, I love Joe Burrow, and I love the Bengals, and I think they're a really good team. But I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sold on them being over the Bills just yet.
It's fair. We'll see.
I don't know. It'll definitely be the game of the week. That's the one I'm watching Monday night.
I agree. I'm really hoping I win that one. I'll take a victory lap on next Thursday's
Yeah,
show.
we'll see.
But I do want to take